Welcome to another card review from the new set Eternal Battle Lines. We're doing the Mono Justice. It's your truly Pens fan. I'm here with Seragyn.
Today, I'm going to try and curse a little less, so screw you, Arrow.
Oh wow, okay. There you go. There you go.
I gotta give somebody every day.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's just jump right on into the cards.
Let's go.
All right, first one up, we got Mark of Steel Warren. I mean, we've already talked about the marks, so I don't really think we need to say too much. I think they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Yeah, this is the Justice Time Shadow Mark. And
That's it.
I love the marks. That's it.
Yeah, marks are damn good. And next card. No One Left Behind. Kira deck stuff, maybe? I don't fucking know.
Give 2 of your units +1/+1 this turn. It's a fast spell. It is obviously a Kira deck.
Other than that, I got nothing. Moving on to the next card. We got Ranger Militia. It's a 1/1 for 1, renown +2/+2.
I mean, I guess if you pair it with the last card, you can have a 2-cost 3/3, but meh.
Yeah, it's meh.
I'm not really happy with the renown cycle in this.
No.
Renown was always one of the least impressive mechanics to begin with. Like it requires more investment than you want to give to any one card, right?
Yeah. So the next card we got.
And also, it's in the wrong colors.
No, that's true. That's true.
So the old renown was Fire Justice Primal.
Yes.
Primarily, like we had stuff like Quinn, and now they've put in Shadow and kind of screwed some of those old renown cards that were bad anyway.
Yeah. So now we got Splatter Tactics. I gotta say, I love the art on this. I think it's hilarious. It's a 1-cost stun an enemy unit, and you play a Sticky Honey. It's a fast spell, and we'll show Sticky Honey here shortly. I think it's actually one of the next 2 cards or something. But it's all right. I mean, it's a stun, cheap stun, fast, and basically Sticky Honey.
Yeah, and it gets you another stun.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
3 mana stun to enemies is not bad.
No. So I mean, I'm sure it'll see play once in a while. Not awful, not great.
Yeah.
What do we got next? Bold Prodigy is a 2/2 for 2. When you play a spell or weapon, Bold Prodigy gets +1/+1 this turn. His renown, or her renown, or their renown, its renown. At the end of this turn, Bold Prodigy keeps any temporary +- she got. Oh, so it's a she. So any +- plus life plus attack they got, they keep. There's a couple spells.
Again, I'm not.
You're not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of spells I saw.
I'm not impressed with the renown.
No, but there's one spell that would go good with this. That's coming up. It's like 4 cost. Spoiler alert. But other than that, I think you know what I'm talking about. Other than that, it's not. This is not impressive.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's a yeah. Just a yeah. Next up, we got the Mistral Messenger. It's a 2/2 for 2, Endurance, and Nomad. It's their old Nomad stuff. Flying on your turn, and XX on the enemy turn. I mean, I guess it's nice that it has the Endurance, so you can swing with the 2/2, and then on your turn, you got the 4/4 blocker ready to roll. So, it's not the worst.
I mean, a 2-cost Endurance flyer.
Yeah.
Is not something bad to have.
And it is a Valkyrie. We can point that out.
If you're playing a Valkyrie deck.
Yes, it is a Valk.
If you're playing a Valk deck, I think you want this because it's a cheap Valkyrie that can proc all those annoying Valk orbs.
Exactly.
It's probably the second worst mechanic in Eternal.
Yeah. So there you go. It's not too awful. Not great. It's okay. I think it'll see a little bit of play here and there. Who we got next?
Yes, I agree.
The Stalwart Guardian. He's a 2-cost 3/1. He's a bolster guy. His bolster is he's invulnerable to damage this turn. It's not the worst.
I mean, it's not bad in a fast bolster deck, but
yeah, other than that,
the best either.
Yeah, I think, like you said, if you're doing like an aggressive bolster deck, you maybe want the guy. Otherwise, you pass him over. There's better bolster stuff, right?
And in my testing so far, aggressive bolster feels much better than this like mid-range or slow control-y bolster. It gets more done. But I still like he's one that I wouldn't necessarily put in that. He's just not good enough, I think.
You are the bolster master, you would know. So alright, so skipping up. So next up, there we go. We talked about it. There it is, Sticky Honey. 2 cost, pay 2, and sacrifice Sticky Honey to stun an enemy. I think out of the honeys is probably one of the better ones, huh?
Yeah, it's one that you're not sad if you get a random honey and it says.
No. Stun is always usually useful. Unless they're...
And it's relatively cheap.
Yeah, unless your opponent's playing a bunch of endurance cards, then you're sad. But for the most part, I think it's one of the more useful ones. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, next up we got Benevolent Bee Tender. She's a 3/2 for 3. Her summon is, you play a Sticky Honey. So, I mean, there's more Sticky Honeys.
I think it's a great card in draft.
Yeah, because of the Sticky Honey. And I mean, a 3/2 is not the worst.
They're not great stats, but...
Yeah, but I think, like you said, you're playing her for the honey, mainly.
You're not sad to get this in draft.
No. So, moving on from her. Well, I clicked it. There we go. The Charming Steel Guard. He's a 3 cost 3/2. His bolster, you play a 1/2 soldier with Aegis. Pretty good. He's pretty good.
This is probably my favorite bolster card so far.
I mean,
it really fills up the board fast.
Yeah.
And at least gives you a lot of chumps.
That's true. Till you can find your cards, or till you find whatever you're trying to get to in your deck. Yeah, he's not bad.
I'm currently playing a Creation Project bolster deck that's done really, really well, and he is one of the cards that I mulligan hard for.
There you go. You heard it from the bolster master. This guy. All right, who's next? Well, the Diligent Smith. She's a 3 cost 2/3. When you play a weapon, it hunts 1. And she's an Oni. Let me point that out, which is important because I mean, Oni decks do a lot of that shit. So I could see this.
And there's a really popular Oni weapons deck that's running right now.
With this?
With like Shizu and stuff like that. And I haven't seen this in it yet, but I think it would be a great addition to it.
Yeah, I definitely could see this going in there. Like I said, the body on it's not that bad, a 2/3 for 3, and then the hunt. And I guess it says, and it doesn't say once a turn. Like it's when you play a weapon, it hunts 1. So like I said, if you get your board set right, I mean this sucker could grow fast.
And it's all your weapons, so it makes everything you have grow. Yeah. And if you're playing, oh god, what's the card that when you play an Oni, it gets a 1/0 overwhelm weapon?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. And I can't remember her name. She's the 2/2.
2 cost, but yeah.
Someone will tell us in chat. Tell us in the chat below. We can't remember, but you know what we're saying.
Grow your Oni board fast.
Yes, she. I could definitely see her being used. I would maybe even try her to Oni weapon deck kind of.
Yeah, I certainly would.
So there we go. That's the Diligent Smith. Next up, we got Eelfang Harpoon, 3 cost 1/3 weapon. It's a versatile weapon, and when the wielder is blocked by enemy, you silence it. Interesting weapon.
But it does silence before the hit.
Oh.
So if you're attacking it as a relic weapon, you silence the whatever unit before you hit it. So something like double damage or whatever goes away.
Which is nice. Or certain units, you would kill them, right? So that's a very interesting weapon. I definitely could see this getting played a bit.
I don't see it much in Throne.
No.
But I would think in Expedition and Draft, it would be really good.
Oh, yeah. I could see some...
Or at least worth having.
Yeah, I definitely... This isn't the worst they've printed, so... Alright, what's up next? Fanged Defenses. It's a 3 cost fast spell. Ready one of your units and give it endurance this turn. Each enemy unit gets -2 this turn. And I mean, I guess it's an okay trick.
Go ahead.
Ish. I guess it's an okay-ish trick, maybe, but I think there's better out there.
For me, it's a little too expensive.
Yeah.
It only hits 1 unit. There's a 2-cost legendary fast spell that gives all your units like endurance, readies them, and gives them vulnerable to damage. I mean, it's just not.
Yeah.
But in draft or in constructed, if you're wanting a lot of combat track, this one could be a decent one.
Yeah. Again, not awful, but throne.
Yeah,
I don't see this. So. All right, what do we got next? Prepared Tracker. She's a 3-cost 2/2. When Prepared Tracker attacks, she gets +1/+1. Renown, stun an enemy unit. I mean, that's not the worst. She attacks, she gets +1/+1. I could see some of those.
And it's permanent.
Yeah, and some of those Justice decks that use that the one relic where you attack when you attack with a unit alone. I think it's Paladin Oath Book. Mm-hmm. Is that it? The Oath Book?
Yeah.
So that would give it so she'd already be up to a 4/4. After one attack. So I can see this being used a bit.
Yeah, I can see it being used again in draft.
Yeah.
And in some niche like you said, decks that reward you for attacking every turn.
Yeah, those Justice. It's usually Mono Justice ones that play all that stuff. I could see that. Other than that, I don't, she's not a throne card. I don't think. But not too bad. See, we got 3-cost Rallying Trumpeter. She's a 2/2 for 3 Nomad, and then she's a spellcraft of 1. You can play Finest Hour, which is the 3 card. Yeah, buff. It is a Valk. I'm not super excited about the card personally, but
I'm also not super excited about the spellcraft. While Finest Hour is a really great combat trick, what makes it great is it's fast. So you can really get some favorable blocks, or you can really push damage when your opponent decides not to block something they think that is minor, right?
Yeah, and this, like I said, it's not.
It's not fast anymore.
No, so it's meh.
Yeah.
So, I feel this is mediocre or below. Who we got up next? Steelworn Outfitter, 3-cost 3/2 Valor Bolster. You play a Justice Symbol from your deck depleted. We actually put this in one of our decks last week. I thought it actually did pretty good. I know she was on a cut and block, but then she started proving herself. We were actually able to ramp a bit with her. It is an Oni.
And a soldier.
And a soldier, that's true. It's an Oni and a soldier. I feel this will be out there in some bolster decks just because it's a nice ramp,
I feel it'll be out there in 2-color bolster decks. In 3-color, I don't think you have enough Justice signals.
Probably not.
Justice to really make this worthwhile.
Probably not. But
and the stats, 3/2 Valor is just okay.
Yeah, I feel it would definitely see some play though.
Yeah.
All right, who we got next? Alarmed Gatemaster, a 4-cost 3/5. When Alarmed Gatemaster attacks, you gain an armor, and it's an Oni, and it's a soldier. So again, meh. I don't really see it.
It works for bolster.
Yeah, it's true.
That's about the only real use I can see for it.
Maybe limited. Because it's still a 3/5 for 4, so it's not the worst.
Yeah. And if you're trying to make a soldier, or I think in this case more of a soldier than an Oni deck, this could definitely, but not super exciting. No,
not exciting. What do we got next? Here we got the Discerning Ranger. It's a 4-cost 3/2. Its summon is the enemy player can't play spells or weapons until your next turn, and his renown +2/+2 in lifesteal. All that sounds good in theory, but I don't know.
It's the cost. It's a 3/2 for 4, and after that summon, which I think the summon's actually pretty good.
It is. It's a good one, but
but it might be a little bit overcosted.
Yeah.
And the renown, again, I almost don't even look at the renowns on most of these unless they're extra special. Because
true.
in my particular, like, opinion, you're going to not renown a unit more often than not.
Yeah.
Unless you're specifically built around that mechanic.
Yeah. So, I mean, it may see play, I guess, in draft limited formats possibly, but other than that, meh. All right, what do we got here? Leap of Faith. 4 cost, fast spell. Give one of your units flying and +1 the turn for each of your units. Could be a, I don't know, like a surprise finisher maybe in a token deck, but Justice usually isn't known for tokens, I guess.
Yeah, so, and it's expensive.
Yeah, it is. That's true. It's a 4 cost. I don't really see it getting played. Maybe draft. I don't know. I don't even draft, so
yeah.
What the fuck do I know?
I agree.
Skip that one. What do you got? Oh, I think it's our first legendary of the Justice. It's Pensed Winged Hope. 4 cost. He's a 3/3. He has Nomad 2. When Pensed hits the enemy player, you ready your units. It is a Valk, so there is that. I don't think it's that good, honestly. I mean, it's Maybe I'm
I
just
guess
a fool.
The nice thing about this one is it's pseudo endurance, right?
Yeah, which I guess a lot of Valks don't really generally have. So
yeah. So if you have Nomad stuff, they're often really good blockers, right? Because they get a bonus for being on the ground, basically.
Yeah.
But if you're attacking with them, you can't benefit from that. So I can see in a Nomad deck, this is actually quite good, because I think then you not only do your other Nomads, can you attack in the air and still come back to the ground to be blockers, but it's a 5/5 blocker and a 3/3 attacker.
Yeah.
So I think it'll see some play.
Yeah, mainly in Valk decks.
Particularly in Valk decks or in these over-the-top Nomad decks. I think it'll see a lot more play in Expedition.
Yes. All right, who do we got next? Another legendary. Back-to-back Legos. Protect the Gates. A fast spell. You gain 6 armor. And your blocking units get +6/+6. Expensive as hell, but man, that's a battle trick and a half. Like, that's just gross.
Yeah. It would be gross with Kira, the other Kira.
Yeah, or the card we just saw where if it gains life on its renown. But I don't know if this would trigger renown.
You also have to play this. It will not, no, because renown only triggers if you're only targeting.
Yeah, so then then never mind. I have a lower opinion of that other card then. Ha!
Yeah.
So this, but I guess this is a hell of a battle trick, which I guess is why it's a legendary.
It is, but my only issue with it really is, like, we have other battle tricks that are fast spell for 2. One of your blocking units gets +8/+8. I think it's blocking or block.
Yes, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yep.
Which is a better spell, and that never sees play.
No, better for one unit, but if you're going like I feel like if you're doing some kind of going wide thing, this is kind of crazy.
It's good, but my issue is only good defensively.
Oh yeah, it's true. It is only blocking it, so you can't just blow someone out with it on an attack. So
right.
I'm sure there's someone crazy out there that's going to try it. Hell, that might be us.
I'm sure I don't know. You will.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
You damn well know it will be.
No, it's not on my list right now. I've been adding a couple cards today. All right, next card is the Smith's Spokesperson. It's a 4 cost. Renowned. Create and draw a 4 cost versatile weapon with attack and armor equal to the cost of that spell or weapon.
What are you gonna cast on this that's gonna make a 4 cost weapon that's better? That's better than the weapon you're putting on.
Yeah, better than a 4 cost weapon you could use. Yeah, it's this is pretty mediocre. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure someone will do some trick with like augmentation or something to make a 6/6 weapon for 4.
All right.
But yeah,
it's. Next one we got a Armored Ermine. It's a 4/4 for 5. It's renowned, gain 5 armor. It's a big old beast. Yeah, mediocre.
Yeah, and again, unless you're specifically in an armor deck.
Yeah.
And bolster maybe, but for this much armor, you're doing a weapons deck, right? An armory or something.
Yeah. But there's better stuff.
And unless you're doing that, there's better. Yeah.
Yeah. So mediocre. Even well, not even that. It's just bad. How about that? It's just bad.
What's the old 4/4 with Aegis that gives you 5 armor when you play it?
I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about, and that's 10 times better than this. So
I heard like Apple Chips and those guys doing a card review, and that's one of the ones they brought up. Is what have they like? This is just a very much worse version of that.
And they're 100% right. So
yeah.
All right, what do we got next? Talent Cleaver. It's a versatile summon. You get +1/+1 for each different battle skill among your units. 5 cost, by the way. 1/1 relic weapon. It has versatile. I would love to see like an unseen deck or something. Maybe try this out where you have a lot of battle skills or something. It could work, especially because it's because it is versatile. So I don't know. I could see it.
Yeah. I think it's more of a funsy card than it is a real.
Yeah, this is definitely a meme card, and I'm sure at some point we'll probably do something with it, or someone will put it in one of the decks we do. So yeah, interesting. I want to see. This is one of those ones like I was saying the other day. I kind of want to see what other people do with this. I feel like there's something there, maybe.
Yes.
Let's see what else do we got going here. Duel for Steward. This card, it's a card. Yeah. It's a 6 cost spell. Give one of your units +1/+1 in Aegis. The enemy player gives one of their units +1/+1 in Aegis, and then you kill all other units. So, yeah.
I mean, this could be one. It's overcost, but it could be okay if you're playing against like a Grenadin deck or something that's again grow wide, and you've got a big dude on board, but they're going around you and beating the shit out of you. This could save the day, but like it's so niche of it could help you in this one situation.
And would you be able to play it if you only had one unit in that scenario?
And it's too expensive.
Yeah, it's a bad card. Bad card. I wouldn't even say it's mediocre. It's bad. Bad card.
Yeah.
What's next after that? Another legendary. Yeah. Fiera on the front lines. Our girl is back. She's 6 cost, 5/5. She has lifesteal, and your bolster abilities happen twice. That sounds mega gross in a bolster deck. And she is a soldier.
I am running 4 copies in my bolster deck. It is the most expensive thing in there, and honestly, it's a market card for that deck would be more appropriate. I just wanted to play with the new cards.
That's fair. But she's, like you said, in a bolster deck, I feel like you have her there somewhere. Whether it's in the deck market somewhere, she's to be around. Because,
And it's fun, but, like, I feel like when I get Sierra down in that deck, this is a win more.
True.
Rather than turning the tides kind of thing.
True. But she's...
in most cases.
Yeah. Alright, what's up next? We got... what the hell is this? Lured Songbird. It's a 4/4 for 6. It has flying. Lured Songbird costs 3 less if a relic went to your void this turn, which... I guess you're playing the sticky honeys and shit. You can break those, and then now you got a 4/4 flyer for 3, but
you don't have a 4/4 flyer for 3 because you had to spend 2.
Yeah, so it's still pretty bad.
It's a 4/4 flyer for 5, which is not terrible. There's worse cards.
Yeah, but it's still, I think it's a bad card. I don't see it getting played.
There's too many conditions.
Yeah, I don't see it getting played. At least in Throne, maybe a draft card, something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Next card is Necessary Slaying. It's a 6-cost slow spell. Silence and kill an enemy unit. Really bad removal.
No.
Bad
this
removal.
Is terrible.
It is very bad removal. But it is removal,
Like,
so I guess
terrible.
limited format, you may be stuck using it. I don't know. But it's absolute shit
It's
for
so
Throne.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
For Throne, it's absolute shit.
And there's a 6-cost spell that kills a unit and silences all the other units.
Yeah. That's bad.
Why would you play this over that? And no one plays that.
To be crazy. The last Justice card. We already hit the last Justice card. It's a 7-cost 4/4 versatile weapon, Massive Bone. Just a bad card. That's all I got to say about that.
Again, maybe in draft, but it's so expensive for so little.
So expensive, so bad. Hard pass from me. That's all I got to say about that one. So that's all the Justice cards. So
Not that many.
So hopefully, right? Did I hit them all? Right? Yeah, that's it. That was the last one.
Yeah, that's it.
So we'd like to see your comments below if you agree with us or disagree with us. Let us know. Tell us you're a genius or you're fucking dumb or anywhere in between that. Let us know what you think about some of these cards.
Or maybe both.
Yeah, could be both at the same time. Who knows? But yeah, let us know what you think. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Seragyn for joining me as always. And we'll catch you in the next one.